Welcome to the Voices of Recovery podcast. This is your spiritual principle of the day episode, featuring a recovering addict.
Hi, my name is Little Christina. My clean date is April 5th, 2008. You're listening to the Voices of Recovery podcast. This is the spiritual principle of the day for September 29th. Goodwill and Our Relationships. In fact, the pyramid that is our symbol is made up of relationships, with self, society, service, and God. Rooted in a base of goodwill, these are the relationships that bring us a point of freedom. Living Clean, Chapter 5, Conscious Contact. A pyramid, I thought the NA symbol was just a square inside a circle. There are certainly many of us who are well acquainted with our symbol, who understand its meaning and its potential application in our recovery. We make sure that sponsees and other new members are just as familiar as we are. There are probably far more of us in the fellowship who are far less familiar. We see that the depiction of the symbol and read the accompanying explanation when we first crack open the basic text. It looks like something from a geometry class, so we glaze over it. But it's important, right? Our predecessors placed it right after the table of contents, and it's emblazoned on t-shirts and other NA memorabilia all over the world. Yet, for many of us, the symbol remains two-dimensional as it appears in print and also in the sense that we haven't given it much thought. On closer inspection, we can see that the diagram depicts something three-dimensional, a pyramid. While a pyramid's sides are vital to its strength and endurance, its weight and stability rise from the base. Our NA paragon that stabilizes comes from goodwill. As the NA symbol depicts, goodwill is the foundation of all relationships in our lives. Ideally, the steps help us build a relationship with ourselves. The traditions strengthen our involvement with society, other NA members, our loved ones, our work lives, and so on. The spiritual principles bring us closer to a higher power, and NA's 12 concepts ignite and support our relationship to service. The circle that wraps around the base, the universal program, shows that there is room for all recovering addicts. Goodwill reinforces all this interconnectedness and freedom as a resulting gift. Freedom is where the reinforcements have paid off and the weight has been lifted. We cannot have healthy relationships without the support of goodwill, and we cannot have freedom without the strength of our relationships. Spiritual principle. How am I free today? If freedom seems so aspirational at the moment, are there any cracks in my pyramid's foundation of goodwill that I can repair?
The Voices of Recovery podcast is an independent production of the Works of Wisdom. We welcome your questions and donations via PayPal at voicesofrecoverypod@gmail.com. This podcast is an independent production and is not affiliated with, associated with, authorized by, endorsed by, or in any way officially connected with Narcotics Anonymous or any of its subsidiaries or affiliates. While NA literature may be read during episodes for the purpose of supporting recovery, such use does not constitute an official endorsement or representation by Narcotics Anonymous. In accordance with NA tradition, the NA name is not to be used to endorse or be affiliated with any outside enterprise, and no such endorsement or affiliation is implied. Music is by Sage. Thanks for listening to the Voices of Recovery podcast.